When we meet people and they say, "What do you do?" I start by saying, "Do you know who Wes Anderson is?"
Welcome to Movie People, where we meet passionate fans whose favorite film or director left a big impression on their lives.
I love you, but you don't know what you're talking about. Love you too.
Today, we're looking at the world of Wes Anderson and those who live in it, like Wally and Amanda Koval, the creators behind the beloved travel book, Accidentally Wes Anderson. Let's go to Brooklyn, New York to hear Wally and Amanda's story and how Wes inspired them to create an accidental community. How did your love for Wes Anderson begin?
I mean, my first film was watching Rushmore with my dad. It was just like a Saturday morning or something, and it was on TV, and I didn't know what this was, but it was quirky and it was weird, and my dad's cracking up at it. But also this kind of like dark undertone, a little twisted, a little weird. And when something of Wes came out...
That's like the only time we actually go to the movies. I think the first one I saw was in this apartment.
In this apartment,
yeah. When we first started dating.
Yeah. I mean, we've been together 15 years.
So how do you accidentally make a book?
Well, Amanda and I started a travel bucket list. That's why I started the Instagram account. Find an interesting place, post once a day, what it is, when it was, and where it was built. It started to expand. We reached out to the community and said, "Hey, we're thinking about making a book. We love your photo and we love the story that it has. Would you be open to use your photo in this?" Months of whittling down 20,000 photos to 200. Dexter had a good part in that. We would put treats on the ones that we wanted. We are not authors, we're not writers, we're not photographers. It was just a culmination of all the people who had never done any of this stuff before.
All very accidentally.
And yet, we went out in the world and made this thing, but he has final say. And I don't know him, I had never met him. Amanda, how many times did we write the letter? Like 30 times? And we reached out to Wes and we're like, "Hey, could we make a book?" He penned the foreword.
We just had smiles on our faces for like weeks.
And a lot of tears. Look at that thing. That's f***ing real.
All right, tell us about your AWA Community of Adventures.
Oh my God, yeah. We always say community with a capital C. In AWA world, community is a proper noun. And it's nice, and it's positive,
and it's friendly.
It's wild, the people that we met.
Sue's a great example of like a lifelong friend. She takes these incredible pool photos and was one of our very early members.
Jeffrey Zum, who has now said, like, "You've helped me become a photographer," and put that first and foremost.
So excited to tell Kathy that this was Wes's favorite photo. And she was like, "I literally snapped that in the rain on like an iPhone 4. And she's not a photographer, she's a yoga instructor. But I was like, well, you made an impact.
Yes, you touch on architecture, yes, you touch on history, but then touching on people, I think is what's the most interesting part.
What are your favorite Community stories?
To ask us to pick our favorite from the book is like asking to pick your favorite child.
I love this story.
Buckingham Palace, a member of the community said, my grandmother actually worked at Buckingham Palace and was paid in dresses. Bet you never knew that. The Washington State Ferries, it's one of the oldest and largest ferry systems in the United States. You know, this place in Dresden, Germany was once a tobacco facility and now it's just an office building. These are just hotels that happen to be amazing. These are lighthouses around the world. That is Old Barney or Barnegat Light in Long Beach Island. I grew up going to Long Beach Island as a kid with my dad. He battled pancreatic cancer for about a year and then passed away. I'll say I'm not a writer. I've never been a writer, but I would send it to him, a draft, and get his, feelings on it. And that was not there through the end of this. And so I wanted that photo there. That was actually a new member of the community. We reached out to him and I told him the importance of it, and he was incredibly gracious and incredibly kind, and yeah. We inadvertently curated this group of amazing humans. Their ability to kind of take these really tiny moments and share the really amazing stories that they have to tell. I don't know, there's something crazy about that.
If you enjoyed this little look into the world of Wes Anderson, then I'm willing to bet you're going to enjoy Wally and Amanda's thoughts on his newest film, Asteroid City.
How long can they keep us in Asteroid City legally?
The world will never be the same.
That's an alien doing jumping jacks. That's an alien in a top hat.
This is the perfect example of everything that he's put together up until now.
There's so many layers to it, and it's fast-paced, and then there are certain points that you're kind of connecting the dots back and forth to that I feel like
It's one of the movies you have to see at least 3 times.
Do you think it's a masterpiece?
Is anything that he does not a masterpiece?
Yeah.
What kind of question is that?
So, there you have it. It has the accidentally Wes Anderson stamp of approval. Go see Asteroid City, now playing in select cities everywhere on June 23rd.
Asteroid City, from director Wes Anderson.
I don't like the way that guy looked at us, the alien, like we're doomed.
Maybe we are.
What a strange experience this is.
Asteroid City, rated PG-13, in theaters everywhere June 23rd.